wrote, Mike Tomlin, before the season began, so much of the faith in the Steelers was based on our never-ending faith in him as a coach. So with it going as badly as it is, what is a reasonable amount of the blame for this to lay at the feet of the head coach?
So I think all of it. I really do. And that sounds really harsh, but as no nonsense a guy as Tomlin is, he's a great coach. Let me say that. He's a great coach, but that does not mean he's above criticism, right? As no nonsense as he is, I would have to think that Mike Tomlin, the way I know that he stands in front of these guys every week, I would have to assume that he has challenged them, talked to them about how what they display on this Sunday, that Sunday, is not good enough. And what have we seen repeatedly over the last few weeks? Play that is not good enough. And that 38-3 loss that I had to sit through, that was disgusting. If you're a Steelers fan, that was disgusting. And I think the players are doing Tomlin no favors. You have guys running the wrong routes. You have guys walking around thinking that they're better than they really are. You have guys that are not playing up to their potential. But what bothers me about what Tomlin's doing is, I love all his quips and his Tomlinisms and don't seek comfort. But the messaging seems to be falling on deaf ears, because I covered this team a lot last year, and they always see, like, sitting listening to these guys, it's the same stuff I heard last year. And that's why I didn't understand all the talk about Kenny Pickett. The Steelers have a much bigger problem than the QB position. So everybody clamoring, oh, we got to see Kenny Pickett. Throw Kenny Pickett out there. Well, we saw Kenny Pickett. Right. Unfortunately, Kenny Pickett was the only guy who actually physically fought for his team. That's the reality. And I think with Tomlin, he's talking about, I'm not afraid of making changes. But he hasn't made any changes. Bench guys, start different guys, do something else, because what's going on is not working.
I don't think we need to protect Mike Tomlin. He certainly deserves some of this blame. But also, you talked about the roster construction. That's not his bailiwick. Like, he's responsible for coaching the team. He's not responsible for building the roster. And there are major holes in this roster. And this show is becoming the offensive line show every week, it feels like. But they have not built up. They're doing better protecting, but they can't run the ball. And it seems like the way that we know these Steelers is defense and aggression and great O-line play. They aren't doing that. The last several drafts have been like, I don't know, it's the type of draft that you expect from teams that don't know what they're doing. It's like, if you have all these problems last year, we saw all these problems with the O-line last year. Why are we drafting Kenny Pickett in the 20s? He's not going to solve your problems there. Why are we drafting, no disrespect to Najee Harris, he's great, but drafting Najee Harris
and
early in the draft, like when you have all these other issues that are like core to NFL football, and you're drafting pieces that feel like kind of icing on top, cherry on top pieces, like that's on the roster construction too.
So, Chris Canty, what do you see? The Steelers are a team that they never rebuild. They reload, which is why you take a running back in the first round. You figure, okay, we're a piece or two away. If they actually aren't, what does this mean? And just how bad is this going to get in Pittsburgh this year?
This means it's going to be Mike Tomlin's worst season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's probably going to have a losing season. And here's the thing, Kim, you're right. Mike Tomlin has to wear some of this because he is the head coach, but ultimately this is an organizational shortcoming because they didn't have an off-ramp from Ben Roethlisberger. If you look back to 2019 when Big Ben had that elbow surgery, you knew that that was the beginning of the end. You should have put a succession plan in place then. It would have been nice to maybe go the direction of drafting a quarterback in that 2021 class where you had 5 quarterbacks go in the first round. I'm not saying that solves everything, but you look at that position. You also look at up front with the offensive line, to Dom's point. That O-line is 27th in run block wins. The back end of their defense is bereft of talent. You're talking about them being 24th in opponent QBR. It ain't Mike Tomlin's fault that Trey Norwood decided to try to do somebody else's job and get beat 98 yards on a sluggo. That ain't on Mike Tomlin. That's because you don't have the talent on the back end, and that's from the general manager, Kevin Colbert. Not Omar Khan, who just took over. That's Kevin Colbert.
I just wish I could cry, or like one tear, because the offensive line coverage just, I mean, I'm just so happy. I can't tell you, it's like joy. But to your point, to Kim's point, if you're either coaching it or allowing it. And so to your point about, hey, he's not out there, you can't get that if you can't get beat. If you're going to get beat like that, then you're on the sideline with me and somebody else is going in there, right? Like, and I'm not
who else is going in there?
Well,
That's the point.
But what I'm saying is it can't get worse than 38-3. So at least you're now developing and you're bringing something to the culture of the locker room, saying, hey, we're not going to tolerate. And listen, I'm not a huge Belichick fan of the way, but if a dude makes a mistake on his team, he'll be on the sideline with him, right? Like, we're all going to watch this thing together. I think at some point you're coaching it, and again, this is not all on Mike Tomlin. I think he has a a heck of a football coach. But things are being allowed in that organization that we have not seen in years. And if you're the Steelers and you can't run the ball and you can't stop the run, it's ugly.
Yeah.
And right now, that's happening in Pittsburgh.
We are going to come back to this a little later this morning. And thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.